Hello there, MegaMogwai here, and I got yet another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. Today we're gonna play some Misfortune the List. I think that's how I'm gonna reference the deck. I don't really know. I mean, Gaming List is what it's called right now, but that's because we're using the new skin for Misfortune. And I use this new skin as an excuse to bring back a deck that I really enjoyed showcasing on the channel not that long ago, really. I think less than a month ago was when I uploaded a video on this deck. I want to preface this video by saying that I don't really recommend this deck for laddering because there are some issues with the meta right now for it. Attach units, and because there's some archetypes right now that are revolving around like stacking a lot of size onto one unit, and that can shut us down pretty efficiently. And there are other consistency problems that we can run into, especially with decks that can generate a lot of value easily, like Bandle City, right? It's not that it's a bad matchup, but you know, through multiple playtesting, I wasn't able to break 50% win rate with the deck, which is why I don't really think it's the best deck to ladder with, but it is very, very fun to play. And it is very rewarding, so I wanted to showcase it again. We have a strategy that revolves around Misfortune and Riven, and we are using the Scout mechanic alongside our Ruin Reckoner to generate a bunch of really neat attack sequences. So the way this deck works is it's primarily built around the list, right? The list is a 0 mana slow speed spell that says grant an enemy vulnerable. If it's already vulnerable, the strongest ally starts a free attack challenging it. So this card, combined with ya boy, the Razor Skill Hunter, can allow us to enable my favorite champion, aka Rally. We can use the list on Razor Skill Hunter, who is designed to be the strongest unit in this deck, by the way, with the 4/4 stat line before Riven levels up naturally. And then we can enable a Rally effect and work towards both Misfortune and Riven's level up, because whenever we trigger a Scout attack and we get the attack token, we trigger Riven's passive and we are able to generate another fragment, working towards that Blade of the Exile and that Riven level up as well. So that's the general concept of the deck. Our spells below 3 mana are quite simply the list and You've Been Warned, so we can consistently fish for them through Sap Sprayfin and continue through our vulnerable synergy. And then we have a full set of Decimate, because a lot of times this deck pushes quite a bit of damage, and then in good old Bilgewater Noxus fashion, we can finish off the match with a little bit of extra reach through burn, and Decimate can do just that. So that's the general idea of the deck. Like I said, it's nothing new. I just wanted to showcase the new skin for Misfortune. I was like, what Misfortune deck could I build? You know, I could bring in Scouts, but I think you guys have seen that quite a bit. It's a pretty standard deck, though I could showcase on the channel, but I really enjoyed this one. It's just a very rewarding archetype that's pretty complicated to play as well, and sometimes I feel like an idiot when piloting it, but I think it leads to some good games, even though sometimes I get so focused on the matches that I don't really narrate them properly, and that's a bit of an issue too. But nonetheless, it's great fun, and I figured it would make a pretty decent video. So that's all I gotta say. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Unfortunately, Scargrounds sounds like a pretty rough matchup for us. We'll see. We have a Crackshot Corsair. I want to keep the Razor Skill Hunter because sometimes this deck can run out of gas. And having this resource is really important. I like this hand, honestly. We're lacking champions, but we got a decent curve going on. Even though we're not really playing this to attack on curve necessarily. We're getting some damage here.
I'll try anyone.
Carry over the spell mana for now.
War Mason, reporting for duty.
Alright.
The few for the many. Who's on top of the bounty board today?
Let us get going.
Gotta go with the flow. Don't stand in my way. Let's do this.
Troll Chant could be used here to preserve the Crimson Disciple, but I'm thinking that maybe I'll resort to the list just to draw. Yeah, because they're gonna use it on the zap. So it doesn't feel great. But we get to draw through our deck.
You point, I shoot. Son of a...
We get some damage on him.
First we fight. We should be friends. I'll hunt them where they breed.
I have the name.
I need the reputation.
It is easy, see?
To serve the greater good.
Okay. So I was thinking, if we get the +2 power, we can actually trigger it onto the Razor Scale Hunter. We have to take into account, like, freezes.
The hunt is on.
Alright.
Like a fish in water.
Warned.
Down from the Cloud-Touch Mountain, I am here.
If I don't attack immediately, I can't get rid of Rom here. So we're gonna do this. I'd rather, like, I'm not really worried about this thing. Like, I'd rather preserve that for later. And just attack like this for now. Get rid of Braum before they can use the stand swap. Maybe they want to use the ram, but it doesn't really accomplish that much. Like, it gets rid of the Rune Weaver, right? But yeah, I don't think that's good enough value. So I want to preserve this because it can still block into their other units. And for now, that's all. That's all we got. We can enable a Ruined Reckoner. We don't have ways to buff that, though, unfortunately.
You small, me big.
We're gonna have some big hits here. So for now, we can just develop you. Just think it's 4 damage. Just need a way to get more damage in. Like, I'd rather... I mean, I definitely want to keep my elusives. They're gonna be really key here. And I think I do want to go for the Ruined Reckoner. This round. I can play the Ruined Reckoner now. To defend a bit as well.
A single empire ruled by the true king.
They fall from the mountain.
Yeah, expecting the attack here. That's very interesting.
I'll have my revenge. Approach, savage.
I'm gonna block like this.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp. Let's get him, crew.
And now we go for the Midnight Raid onto our scout unit, triggering the crack shots, which allows us to rally.
Fine.
And I don't think we need Decimate here. And just like that, it's lethal.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
Cool story, girl.
Glory of Noxus.
That's a clean kill. I've ever seen one. Look at that. Look at that. Triple shot! Double sneak. Double stealth? I don't know. That was pretty clean. Alright, round 2. We got Misfortune, Ruin Reckoner, the list. For now, we're just gonna keep Misfortune. We're gonna make sure that we draw into some substance first. And by substance, I mean champions. That's pretty good.
I deal in coins and carnage. Looking for trouble?
It found you. I'm gonna prioritize Misfortune here.
Don't stand in my way.
Alright. I think we're in a bit of a race, which is why I'm prioritizing Misfortune here. Even though we have no scouts, we can draw into them later. Here's the list. Oh boy.
I hope that was mud. I should make a speech. Yes, where's my speech?
To serve the greater good. Your fate was written.
You.
Carry your own gear.
You, and we're gonna keep everything else.
When will I find peace? Locked, loaded, and ready to rocket. I've got my eye on you. No turning back now. Make these pieces whole. Time for violence.
I'm gonna make him think.
Blasting off! Bye-bye, bad guys! Guns blazing. Keep fighting.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in me boots.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Okay.
I'll hunt them where they breed. Some encouraging words.
Okay, so we're trading you into you,
Is that all you got?
you into you,
Join the drowned.
you into you,
Not my first gunfight. No looking back.
and you into you. Because this way, if he does have a sharp sight, I can actually bait him into that. Oh, but what about just blocking like this? This is 7. I'm okay with this. Got him!
At last, a way forward.
Oh, that was nice. Alright. Udir Nar with Bandle City. I think I played this deck earlier today. I'm not sure. Let's drop a... No, I like this curve actually.
Bounty Board knows me name. The dead don't need riches.
Yeah, I definitely played this, I think. Because they also let off with the Omen Hawk. Remember? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember much else about this deck though.
Words of power linger.
I do know that I have a pretty good... Like this turn too is like this is really neat now, but it can definitely get out of hand.
I'm one of the good guys.
But not that good. We want to play Misfortune, definitely. Because it nullifies this as a blocker, and it makes so that this can't really trade into, like, it can no longer trade favorably into this. Want to keep Misfortune in the back, though. Man, damn! Okay. Alright. This is fine. We got the Blade Fragment, which is really useful here.
Keep up, keep up.
Let's play Zap. I could take this hit. Honestly, to be honest, in my opinion, just saying, yeah. Can combine this with the list, but not really. I mean, what do I gain from playing Riven? I can gain... There's a lot of good things that I can gain from it.
To serve the greater good.
Yeah, quick attack is really neat.
Udir, is that you, old friend? If it is not, we are in trouble, Tulun.
It is risky to just rely on these. I think I can resort to you.
I've got my eye on you. Through the coral.
The reason why we're doing this like this is because I want to remove the unit with impact, because Udir is close to leveling up. So the impact will contribute to the level up, while this 3-2 we can now block with the Jagged Butcher and not take damage from it. Whatever happens, we gotta not die this round. I think we can just take a hit from both of those. We can sacrifice his Apps Raven at this point, I believe. Is that justified? Like, definitely blocking here.
Farewells.
I mean, what if he has a Battle Fury or some shit like that?
Can't
You
do
know?
this.
I think blocking like this is fine.
The way still.
Too slow.
This is really complicated here. I could just play Island Navigator. I guess. Could go for the stand swap to clear some of my units here. Am I better off just playing the Razor Skill Hunter? We may force him to develop that.
I'll hunt them where they breed.
That's fine.
I summon you!
Little booms are just as good as big ones. There's still much to answer for.
Don't we gotta take freezes into account?
Even shattered hearts mend in time.
Storm Bear!
Gotta go with the flow. Woohoo! Hi-ya! No turning back now. No regrets, no mercy. I failed.
I'm trying to keep it very, very, very controlled here. Keeping this in the back because if he preserves that Udyr, because if he freezes me, then I can re-challenge it again with Misfortune in the back. That's why I kept her there. Very, very like bizarre matchup here. But now that he's gonna go for the overwhelm, he's gonna pass over initiative, and now he can finish it off with this. Oh man, that was like a really complicated turn. Really complicated, but we got him! We got him, baby! Oh my god, my head. I don't know if I misplayed that, to be honest. I have no idea. I think I did alright. Ah! I don't need it anymore. Fuck it. Fuck the seatbelt. We're facing Rumble Draven. Okay. It actually just like, it doesn't help me. It like, I need to like learn to not resort to it, because having this thing tied on me, like, it actually distracts me a lot. And I have a difficult time thinking, you know? And not only that, I have difficult time like multitasking, like thinking and talking my plays out. I feel like I've been a little bit too silent this video. So so yeah, I don't need it. Just gotta keep my posture. All right, so we're gonna drop the Razor Scale Hunter. I wanna drop, I mean, these are good to have, right? But I'd rather find my units first. You need units first, and then, because we have Zap to fish for them anyways.
Join the hunters then.
I'm gonna lead off with a Blaze Guard because they could lead off with a Zana Yurkin. We did play this deck yesterday, so we know what's up.
To serve the greater good.
Let's get him, crew.
I mean, not sure what's up. I mean, I know what's up. Like, they probably have Draven and other plays here, so we're gonna make use of this and apply pressure. They probably even have like Mystic Shot, get excited. Draven's gonna come. Oh, okay. All right. There's the list. We can just spread out with the other navigator though. I think at this stage it's better to just go wide. It's just.
Baby, don't fail me now.
It's just tricky deck, dude. Okay, what else did you discard? And see that and the Decimate. All right.
Every wave is a path.
Oh, well. Oh, I killed you.
Can you improve perfection?
I'm gonna try.
I sharpen my spear.
I'm gonna develop the Razor Scale Hunter now.
Witness perfection. Meat bags.
He needs like a couple of spells here. Okay. Alright.
I'll show the hunters.
I could go wide, but I feel like I have to get a little bit more tricky than that, because I need to be able to...
It's my time.
I'm doing this.
She can take it. Maybe.
Inferior design. System upgrade.
I can take some hits here for now. And hold on.
Safety disengaged.
Need a light? We're getting hot, hot, hot.
Physical discomfort systems online. Protocol ouch initiated.
Primed and ready.
We're gonna go for the list now.
Flesh is motion.
Rally?
Physical discomfort systems online.
Keep up, keep up. Let's do this.
Okay, anything that's directed towards this is good.
The past is a burden we must learn to bear.
Okay. I want to bait out the last card here. We're gonna make use of the Minotaur Reckoner.
Even a fragment snuffs out lives. There is surrender and there is life. I will live.
If I attack, okay, so with Minotaur Reckoner, I get you up to 8. And I can potentially attack with you twice. But right now, dragging you just guarantees everything. So let's give this to you.
Reforged, redeemed.
Okay. This 6 damage. Yeah, it's just better to do it like this.
A single empire ruled by the true king.
Got it. Just making sure what the best line of play was. It's a pretty set lethal, right? But I would see how much more damage I could do.
A way forward.
Alright, some timelines. Freezes are problematic here. We want to do a full mulligan though, because we want some units. We also don't mind seeing our champions as well. I don't know how many times I said that throughout this video, but it's very important to draw your champions. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright, we're gonna pass. We have a 2-drop, but we don't really want to play without a target, so we're gonna pass again.
They're out there.
I'll spot him.
I deal in coins and carnage.
I'm gonna play this just to develop.
Point, I shoot.
Alert the village.
So that essentially became, you know, 2 mana, stall an attack, and deal 2 damage to my unit and draw a card. So still pretty good for them, but not terrible for us.
If it's a people problem, I'm your man.
I feel like I always make the my man joke with this guy. But he really reminds me of that the mailman from Rick and Morty. He really does. What do we do here? How do I reach these kids? Okay, we can play Zap's Raven and fish for a list or you've been warned. Does that get us anywhere though? Not really. Developing this gives us a bit more of an attack. We can always combine. I mean, I think this is just the play.
Like a fish in water.
I'd like to challenge this, but right now I just don't have the tools. I'm just gonna go with this. Because I could go for the Been Warned on this, but I'd rather get some actual value out of it, so gotta be patient, get some damage on him. No list, unfortunately. Only You've Been Warned.
She kicks, huh?
Not my first gunfight.
I'm gonna try like this. Really wants to level this up, but I'll lose
You
this.
can't do this.
I found this.
I'll hunt them where they breed.
I'm gonna play the Razor Skill Hunter. Because I'm not content with just passing there, you know? Because they get to flip this. Okay.
These are troll lands.
Quick attack.
No turning back now.
Let's see if they have a 3 Sisters. Troll Chant could also be a thing. One of those cards, a 6 mana spell generated by, which could be a Harsh Winds. But then there's 6 cards that
Hesitation.
that could be anything, right? So we gotta be mindful here. Okay, there's the 3 Sisters. Okay, so no Troll Chant then. No Troll Chant. Nah, nothing we can do about that, so. Alright.
Fly to them on broken wings. Even shattered hearts mend in time.
and ready.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in me boots.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Yikes. Alright, so let's go with this.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in me boots.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Is that all you got?
I'm one of the good guys.
But not that good.
I serve a nobler cause. There's still much to answer for. Even a fragment snuffs out lives. The cost of war.
You got a problem? They look angry.
I'll be damned.
Okay. The biggest problem with playing this Jack Butcher is if they play it that stairs, then they just wipe us out. So it's not something that we can afford. So they had double freeze, troll chant, they had all the answers in the book. Or in the book. I think I maybe if they have a it that stairs, I think I'm dead. No matter how I approach this.
Hail to the king!
It that stairs just kills me. Okay, no it that stairs.
I help when I can, shut up when I can't.
It's still very nice. Which also kills me.
There's still much to answer for.
Gotta go with the flow.
I'll knock 'em dead.
Yep. No matter how they drag, we die. Too much damage. I could have gone for this to block there, but then he reacts with the Poké Stick and he wins. So they didn't hit that stairs. We need to kill Trundle, but man, the double freeze, like they got the right answer. Sometimes, you know, it happens. GG. I cry every time. We tried. We really did try. All right, this matchup again. Let's see. If I remember correctly, this guy had freezes, and you know, kind of like a plundery sort of. It's a pretty cool deck. I mean, pretty cool. It's kind of what the developers were implying you should use Udyr for, but then it turns out Gnar is better than pretty much everything else. But there are some things this deck runs that are very, very dangerous for us. So we gotta take that into account. We got the Blade Squire into Rune Weaver. I kind of want to just keep the Riven package here because we have Riven on 3. So having all these Reforgers, even though they like this one is vulnerable to Pokestick.
I hope that was mud.
Omen Hawk was a thing though.
I've never tried this chemical before. Catch!
All for the trade because then we follow this up with a that we definitely don't want to be turning into a 1-drop preferably. This time they don't have Omen Hawk unless they draw it now. They don't really have it, I think. Well, now that we draw Misfortune,
Is that a challenge?
now that we draw Misfortune, that kind of changes things. Does it? I mean, we definitely want to prioritize Misfortune here. Because this deck can struggle interacting with her. Now, do I want to play this hired gun to remove this for essentially free? Or do I want to play the Rune Weaver? I feel like I definitely just want to play this. Even though we could set up some neat combos with this into Zap's Raven, I feel like as we draw more cards, we're going to draw into another way to trigger vulnerable anyways.
Ideally, coins and cards.
So I think this is better. I think this is better. And we draw to another one.
I'm one of the good guys.
But not that good. Yeah, I like this.
A warrior needs a drum beat.
Mm-hmm. I agree, I guess.
Time to make some coin.
Alright, so we can expect Teeny Dactyl here. Or Gnar. I definitely do want to deal with this, but I think I'd rather my Misfortune not. Well, I can always use the blade. I can be cheeky here and use the blade fragment to prevent a. But I can always do that while setting up Riven, I think.
Heart and blade, both broken.
I don't want to have these vulnerable to a Pokestick. So you know what? I'm gonna let her. Yeah. No, because if you're gonna because he generates a Pokestick, then you can finish her off. I'm gonna do it like this.
My son.
Pokey, pokey.
Okay. In hindsight, I could have just developed a higher gun. Probably would have just been better. But we have another Riven there anyways. The one that we need to stick on the board is you. So now we can go... What about just going with you? Let's think here.
You've got dangerous eyes. I like that. Not just the eyes, you know.
Wink, wink.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
Words of power linger in the air. No turning back now.
Don't stand in my way.
Persistence is key.
Elixir of Iron. I was thinking about Trochen, not Elixir of Iron.
My research.
Alright.
These hands know metal and magic.
Break the ties that bind.
Now where did I leave that beaker?
Okay, so recent draws, they could still have.
Make these pieces whole.
It sings to me. Jordan.
Our teeth, they will see.
Ping there. Alright. Perfect.
When my song ends, men die.
Gotcha. You're on my list. Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Got him! Oh, I love it. Come on, Draven.